Hello everyone, here we are one more time sharing with the collective. So this video, I'm gonna base it off of some of the comments that I have been receiving from the community. Thank you so much for those, greatly appreciate you. And the questions as well. A few people have asked about LightCodes and the DNA upgrades and if those are related, and so I'm going to talk a little bit about that. So what happens with the codes, our codes are basically information, right? LightCodes is an information that pertains to your being. So in this case, for example, you have what I call the original you, which is your original code, which is your original purpose that you, your blueprint, let's say, that you put out there in the universe when you choose to come into a human body, human form, human experience, and you set out to live that experience. You set out to live the experience of that code. So what happens is as you progress throughout your life, right, and you go through your cycles of life with all of the brain development and the development of your biology and your physiology and then your mentals and etc., what happens is conditioning takes place. And this conditioning starts to reshape and mold your code. So you start expanding, you start gaining knowledge and understanding life as it is here. Because one thing is to know life, right, when you are not human. And then another very different experience is when you're an actual human and you're now moving through the journey of life. And so all of this conditioning that starts to take place as your life continues to progress, it starts to affect your code. It starts to change it a little bit. And so that's how we get things like adaptation and all of that. And then all of these informations that your code takes in, some of these information, some of these codes don't necessarily match with your vibrational self. We have a base, we have a foundation, we have that original code of who you are. And you are this lighthouse and you're experiencing life on a day-to-day and you know, time to time. And as you are gaining experience and knowledge and wisdom, etc., you start learning through one of the processes we call contrast. You know, you like this, you don't like that. So you get to now, you have the ability now to choose, I want more of this, I want less of that. And so all of these experiences packed in start, like I said, to reshape that light code of who we are, who you are. And they start to work with your DNA. Your DNA starts to draw in, starts to comprehend, it starts to process this information, and it keeps those things that it likes or that it wants or that are a vibrational match to your frequency. And the things that there is what we call pleasure, that are the likes, that our field can think, maybe I can work with this. So it'll hold that information, it'll hold that code in your systematics for a certain period of time, and it'll start to try to work with it. If it becomes too challenging, traditionally we say, okay, we're done with this, and we eliminate that code. But sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes we create these subcodes that we acquire when we are here as humans, like, for example, beliefs. Beliefs To work with beliefs is really tricky because beliefs are limited. It's a creation of the limited human mind. They have boundaries. Beliefs come in a box. And you receive this box and you think, oh, I am good at singing. I don't know. I'm not. But let's just say. And so you start building a belief, you start building a code around that belief. But then let's just say somebody, excuse me, comes around and hears you singing, and all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, you sound quite terrible. So boom, now that new information holds on to your belief and it limits that code. And so now your belief of singing, maybe what you have is a love, a passion for singing. Whether you're good or not, doesn't matter, but it's how you feel about it. But now getting this information, this limited thought or limited belief, it becomes a belief the moment you take it in and you attach itself to you or you to it. And so that's when it becomes that challenge. That's when it becomes that wall that you are now trying to break down. Because now here you are having this deep love for singing, but then whatever code that was delivered, it's now in your mind, stopping you from possibly exploring that passion to its full, its maximum potential. So what we do when we work with these processes that we call DNA upgrades, it's literally working with the DNA, where we go into the field. When I say the field, I mean the webbing of information that's deeply connected or directly connected to your cellular self. So it's informational body with informational body. One is within, one is throughout. So we are connecting those two meshes, those two fields of information, and we are literally stripping away the codes that are dense and that do not belong. So we'll take things like that belief of, oh, you're not great at singing. We'll take that code, and when I say we, I mean myself and the receiver, because I can't do anything by myself. You have to put yourself in an open space, and I'm literally just creating the platform for the healing, and the receiver, you will be the one who starts to open up and starts to release. So what happens is these codes begin to settle in specific areas of the person. And you know, what areas, I mean, we never know. But for example, if you have this passion for singing, you know, that's here. That's your emotional creativity and expansion. So something like that, you're gonna feel it in your heart. And it's like every time you sing, it's gonna be this beautiful moment of healing and liberation for you, right? But then having that code, that limited thought of you're not that good, it kind of hampers it a little bit. And so what we do during these energy activations is we reactivate that DNA, kind of giving it pure positive light, pure positive vibration, so that it can reset itself and start to purge away or unattach or eliminate or, you know, literally just let go of the stuff that's gotten attached to it that doesn't belong to it. So anything that is an outside stimulation that is not necessarily for your highest good, it will never penetrate your field. Our bodies the whole, right? Physical body, physiological body, energy bodies, all of the layers that make up the human being. It's such an amazing technology. Amazing technology. It is divine in every aspect, and it is so intelligent because it has God particle, or source energy particle, or universal particle, whatever you want to call it. It's just that super intelligent consciousness, and it knows how to work with itself. You know, we just have to get out of the way. And so that's basically under those layers that we, you know, because we hold on to everything that we can see. You know how people say, if I see it, I believe it. There's so much that happens behind the curtains of belief. Belief is just very limited. The mind limits it because the mind is here. The mind and the eyes, it's making that direct link, that direct connection with everything it sees. And when there are things that the mind can't see, it will automatically exit out as, you know, not existent. But there is so much there energetically. I mean, you know, if you think about it, the love that you have for someone special in your life, you can't see that love, but you know it's real. You know, that passion for those things that you love to do, absolutely. You can't see that passion, but you feel it. You know it's there. You know it's real. And so that's just the basics of energy. Energy is there, guys. It's everywhere. We are swimming in it through and through. And we feel each other. We connect with each other. And so all of these connections and upgrades of the DNA and energy activations, that's why it's important to know we're working together in this journey. And so, you know, that's in a nutshell the beauty about activating the energy field. So if you're interested in experiencing this beautiful process, or if you have experienced it and you want more, this Sunday at the Om Spot, we are doing our monthly gathering, which is the Chakra Journey. And it's all about energy activations. It's all about DNA upgrades. We do lots of energy healing. And we do some sound healing as well. I bring my gong. We bring our crystal bowls. Roman will be guiding us in that sound journey while I work on everybody with the energy healing. And we're going to be focusing on the heart chakra, the anahata, which is all about that feeling of pure positive vibration and unconditional love and compassion and forgiveness, and just really creating that space, that vastness, that openness of love, right? Because love is ginormous. The space for love is infinite. And so that's what we're going to be doing on Sunday. We're going to be activating this beautiful energy center right over here at the center of the chest, the anahata, which is transformational, transmutational. It brings the divine energy into the being. It elevates that human energy upwards, connecting us to the beautiful cosmic vibration. We connect deep into the core of Mother Earth, and we open up this wonderful energy center, this chakra, this anahata. And it's very healing, and it's very relaxing, and it's just very, very beautiful. So if you're interested, if you want to know more about it, we will talk everything about heart chakra and what properties are connected to it, elements, and how to work with them, and the colors that belong to it, and what a chakra actually is and how it works. And you know, this is something that every month we do. We go through one chakra each month, and I share a lot of information about how you can work with your chakras when you go home and how you can discover more. And there's a ton of information online. You can also go on my website and read some more juicy details about it, lovedriven.com. And I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys are inspired and motivated to come out. And let's spend Sunday evening together at the Om Spot, activating our energy centers. Until then, I hope you all have a beautiful evening and a wonderful weekend. And I love you. Thank you. Satanam, namaste, and blessed be.